Hi everybody, it's Whitney Beckett with Nest Realty in Blacksburg, and I'm back trying to make real estate a little less complicated, one caffeinated clip at a time. First of all, happy November. At this time of the year every year, most realtors, including myself, are starting to crunch the numbers, looking forward to the next year and keeping up with the trends of what happened in the year that just passed. So that's what I'm doing today. October 2021 was a pretty busy month as far as real estate goes. In the New River Valley, 2,803 homes and properties closed. If you think that's a lot, that's 11.5% more properties than in October of 2020. Which brings me to a question that I get all the time this time of year. Summer's over, right? So things are gonna slow down for you. No, especially not right now. If you're thinking nobody's buying houses right now, there are even fewer houses on the market, let's wait till spring to start searching. Oh, let's wait till spring to get our house ready to sell. Let's talk about why you don't need to wait and maybe why you shouldn't. So now that all the October data is compiled, let's compare it to summer numbers from this year and the same time frame last year. So for these numbers, we're gonna stick to single family detached homes. First, let's talk about why you don't need to wait to sell your house. The average sales price in the New River Valley is up 6.4% in October than it was in June. And that's up 10.5% from October of 2020. The average sales price in Blacksburg is up 4.5% from June. In Christiansburg, it's up 6.1%. And in Radford, the average sales price is up 3.9% from June, but it's up over 11% from October of 2020. And what I think is one of the most important stats, days on market. The average days on market between June and October of this year decreased by 19%. That means homes in the New River Valley between June and now are on the market for 19% less time. But between this October and last October, the average time a house has spent on the market has decreased by 50%. In Blacksburg, in October, a house spent 11% less time on the market than it did in June. In Christiansburg, 12.5% less time on the market than it did in June. And in Radford, 13.5% less time than it did in June of this year. Also to note, in Radford, between October of this year and October of last year, homes are staying on the market 58.3% less time. So yes, houses are selling, and they're still selling fast. So it's still a good time to sell and get a great price for your house. Now, if you're a buyer, here's why you shouldn't stop looking. Even though it's fall, new listings have not gone down since the summer. Okay, overall in the NRV, number of new listings decreased by 0.45%. But overall, from October of this year to October of last year, new listings are up almost 6%. In Blacksburg, there were 3.5% more listings in October than there were in June, and 10.7% more listings this October than last. And closed sales, in Blacksburg, there were 12.5% more closed sales in October of this year than there were in June of this year. In Christiansburg, there were just under 2% more homes sold, and in Radford, there were 2.25% more homes sold in October than there were in June. And that's a lot of numbers. I realize I threw a lot of data out there at you. What's it telling us? If you're thinking about selling, you don't have to wait until the spring to do it. If you want to, though, it's a great time to get started talking to a listing agent about what you might need to do to get your house ready, marketing strategies, and how it's all gonna go. And if you're a buyer, I would argue that now's a really great time to start looking. Plus, I think it's a great time to look at houses and present your house because I think everything looks prettier this time of year. And I might be more likely to fall in love with a house if it's well decorated for the holidays. So if you or somebody you know is thinking about selling their house, downsizing, or searching for that dream home, or someone who has never purchased a house before and is getting ready to start that home buying journey, or someone who's interested in getting started with real estate investing, I would love the chance to be a resource for them and help them along the way. Please reach out whichever way you feel most comfortable. You can call, text, email, reach out to me on social media. I'm happy to chat anytime. And as always, you bring the questions, I'll get the coffee.